Intimidation and political manipulation. That's what both sides say happened here. The major players at the center of this melodrama, State Representative Greg Davids, a 7-term veteran of the Minnesota State House and son-in-law to the developer of the proposed tire burning facility in Preston. The other player, Preston Mayor Dave Pachulis, an opponent of the plant. And the battle lines in this fight were drawn with the release to 6 News of a tape-recorded phone conversation between Representative Davids and Mayor Pachulis. It started with a letter to the editor. That led to a phone call. The voices you hear are Preston Mayor Dave Pachulis and State Representative Greg Davids. It's part of a 20-minute conversation recorded by Pachulis last April without Representative Davids' knowledge. During the call, Davids is upset after being called unethical by local resident Steve Ressler, and he's trying to convince the mayor Ressler owes him an apology and promises legal action if he doesn't get one. Most of Davids' comments on the tape were directed at Steve Ressler. Ressler wrote the letter to the editor criticizing Davids for allegedly wielding his influence to help secure tax incentives for the controversial Preston tire burning plant. Ressler has since backed off his public opposition to the plant.
My reaction to the threat was that initially it scared the bejesus out of me. I was afraid to get back in the process because I didn't feel that I wanted to be intimidated again.
Mayor Pachulis says while the recording is just one incident, he believes it's part of a much larger problem.
But see, you have to understand a little better, because a lot of legislators get pushed in the corner, and they froze, and they crumble. When I get pushed in the corner, I start kicking the out of people.
And you have people that are afraid of their employment. You have other people that have been, intimidated in various ways, and it seems not to be an isolated issue, but a greater cause for concern.
We played a copy of the tape for Davids, and he disagrees with the mayor's allegations that he used undue intimidation to support the plan.
When they question your ethics and when they go after you personally, different people react different ways. I possibly should have counted to 10, calmed down a little bit before I talked to anybody. There were things said that I wouldn't have said had I known I was being taped. But what I did say, the things that I did say were correct. I felt that I had been violated by that article, or that letter to the editor. I wanted an apology.
In Minnesota, it is generally legal for one party to tape a conversation, like Pachulis did. Still, Davids believes he's the one being pushed around here.
But I will be very clear and admit that I was intimidated by our mayor when he violated my privacy and taped private conversations.
Representative Davids says his comments were never meant to intimidate. He was just trying to prevent a lawsuit.
And I've heard that before, that I've intimidated people. I would like to know who these folks are and take them out to lunch.
David says he has always stayed out of the tire plant issue because his father-in-law, Robert Moss, is the one who wants to build it. And the fact that it's not built, he says, is proof he's not influenced the outcome.
Let's be very clear. As chairman of the Jobs and Economic Development Committee, if I was behind this plant and wanted the plant, it would be built now. So to say that I was behind this plant and it hasn't been built doesn't make any sense. If I wanted this plant, it would be built now.
According to Mayor Pachulis, the same taped phone conversation given to us was also given to the Minnesota Attorney General's office. And it's also not the only phone conversation the mayor has on tape. He says that since becoming mayor, he's taped several conversations, though he did not say who else he has on tape. One other final point we should make, we did contact the chair of the House Ethics Committee, a committee Representative Davids also serves on, and she told us that at no time have any complaints been brought against Representative Davids relating to his actions on the Preston tire plant issue. In the newsroom, I'm Kyle Bosch for 6 News.